Hello everyone, welcome. So in today's video, we'll be discussing about extensions. But before we go more into extensions, before we dive deep, there's a website I want you to learn about. So this website is called W3 Schools. So if you have any question whatsoever on how to code, how to write an HTML, how to go about your CSS, or even JavaScript, you could always get some answers right here in W3 School. So all you need to do is use the search button and you get whatever you're looking for. So the website again is w3schools.com, and I will leave a link so that you could access the website. Okay, so today, this video, we're going to be discussing how you could install extensions and the most important extensions you will need for this um, HTML and CSS course. So first of all, what extension is required? Well, to get extensions, you could always just go to the left hand side and you find extensions here. So the first you would like to have is your live server. Live server, it helps us when coding so that when we code and we save, it automatically reload. It automatically reload whatever we save to the web page without us reloading our web page. So it's so important. Like there's an example here. So immediately changes anything on the screen, it automatically gets changed over here. So this is a really important part of web development. So you could just go ahead and install this, and it doesn't take a lot of time. So after you install that, make sure it's enabled. So make sure it's enabled, and that's for that. So we also have Emmet, and Emmet allows you to have there is something I call boilerplate, something we'll call boilerplate. So boilerplate is simply when you click on the exclamation mark on your keyboard and you hit enter, Emmet automatically generates a boilerplate for you, so you don't have to go through the stress of typing doctype HTML and so on and so forth. So with Emmet installed, next you'll need this auto rename tag. So basically what auto rename tag does for you is help you to do something like this. So we'll come here now and I want to change body to H1. So you see I changed only the top tag. Now the second tag, the closing tag, actually changes without me doing any other change. So that is what your auto rename tag and extension does for you. Okay, there's something else I want to show you. The black box. Now the black box helps you with question you have to ask. Maybe questions such as this. Now, if you have it installed and enabled, and you come to your HTML and just say, okay, how to get the stock of data in Python, you wait for a minute and you get your answer. So if you're connected to the internet, you get your answer, and you could always accept. And when you click on accept, your answer becomes part of your program. But it's not going to work here because we're not using Python currently. So just take it off. One code that could work for HTML is how to write, let's go with an example, a table in HTML. And sorry, so you just give it a second for it to process, and bam, you get your code alongside your styling. So you could just wrap this up in, let's say, stop, and Bam. So this becomes the style and this becomes the table. So if you actually go live and you check what just happened, okay, I didn't save. Just give me a minute. Okay, so you see the table automatically shows up. So anything we input in our table is automatically changed over there. So immediately we save, we get our code automatically written over here. So it's really nice to have your live server, so you don't need to reload. As you see, the reload button is disabled, so you don't need to reload again and again and again. So it's really helpful. So you could also get Chocolatey. This just gives you a set of snippets and commands, and it helps you with creating packages if you need it. Okay, then we also have some extensions for React, which will come to later when we're doing our React. So you could also get HTML to CSS auto completion. So this just helps you to get from HTML, PHP, this SAS, all these other languages and that are used to style HTML. So this extension just configures the command palette or the VS Code user settings. So this has to do with your setting in VS Code, where you have to deal with setting some of some to changing some settings for some of this codes to work. So could have that also. We have the mobile view. So the mobile view is really important in case you're coding a website or an application, mobile app. You would need to know how it looks in phone devices such as the iPhone X, the iPhone 8, and the Pixel 1. So you need to know how they look like in these devices. So it's really important. So I guess that's pretty much it. Things you really need to start this course on HTML and CSS. And as we progress further, we also talk about some other extensions in which you could also use to make your coding easier. So for now, take care.